just gonna this up so I can breathe. Awesome, and I'm live. I'm just gonna wait around a little bit, just let some people come along and chat. In the meantime, I'm gonna just update people on what's happening around here, I guess. We're still having a little bit of issues and technical problems with changing our website over. If you've been to our website a few times in the past couple of weeks, it might have been a little bit different here and there. It might have had some problems in the shopping cart or just links in general. Hopefully, we're trying to get those resolved. So let us know if you do have any problems, and yeah, we'll follow up with anything that you have. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to let us know as well. The live chat on the website still work, so make sure to ask us anything on that. Yeah, hopefully that's okay. What was I going to say? Yeah, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us. I have to say this every time, but it's important to make sure we have a little bit more of a community to discuss symptoms, discuss Demodex mites. I'll have something to be able to answer. If other people are a little bit shy, it's better if they can just listen in on what I have to answer to other questions. So it is important to share, follow, make sure the community is still active so I can still keep going and make sure no one gets left out if they do want to contribute to this kind of discussion. Maybe it's easier for some people to just fast forward it and watch it later, but it's good to be able to ask something if you do need to. So cool. On topics with what we're doing with our new product, it's still in progress. I have seen a lot of you guys pre-ordering, and that is a good thing. Since the 70% off pre-order sale, whatever you want to call it, that's ended. Unfortunately, for those who didn't get in time. But yeah, pre-orders are still going. It's just the 70% off is huge, so it's a big discount that you might have missed. If you do want to still call us up and see if there's any way to still might be able to still sort that out. Depends. Yeah. Hopefully everyone has been okay. The weather's a little bit warmer these days, even though it's supposed to still be mid-winter. Finished an exam. I have one more to go, so that's not too bad. That's in 2 weeks, 1.5 weeks. So yeah, for our even the invigorating shampoo here, I don't have anymore, just because we don't have that many shampoos. We're just making sure we need to know how much of everything we have left. Just have that there as an example for most things, but we don't need that right now. Yeah, also little wave. I didn't really have too much of a topic for today. I was kind of expecting someone to ask me something, but that's okay. I'll just go through this outlining of Demodex mites. If anyone has any questions while I'm talking, that's fine. Feel free to interrupt. There's nothing really to interrupt because I just read the comments. So feel free to interrupt me while I talk about Demodex mites and ask your own questions, whether it's related or not. That's fine. So yeah. So first, Demodex mites, still a very uncommon parasite in the medical kind of world, I guess. Everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of researchers still kind of aren't sure about um, specific symptoms sometimes, and what causes them. Demodex mites are shown to be causing a lot of skin issues and are prominent in a vast majority of the population just because they're so easy to spread and difficult to get rid of completely. It's like things like nits and other things. Nits, because they literally bite you and start eating you. You can feel the itching and um, everything a lot quicker, um, even with a low population, because nits are also a lot bigger than Demodex mites. Demodex mites are microscopic, which is why even if you have a few Demodex mites, no one's going to notice. They will still spread just from physical contact. And then once you have some kind of other issues with your body or your immune system's a little bit low, you're not eating healthy, you're not sleeping healthy, those are the things that cause them to increase in population like rapidly. So the problem isn't always Demodex mites, but Demodex mites a lot of the time are contributing to it. And they will feed off your weaknesses, essentially. They're like evil spirits. So they're not that bad if nothing's going wrong with you, but when something goes wrong, they'll use that against you. So that's why it's really difficult to get rid of. It's really difficult to think straight when you're having a lot of these kinds of issues. Like if you have Instagram's having connection issues. Hopefully that's okay. Yeah, if you're having some kind of stress related issues, other medical issues that are lowering your immune system, if you're not having a good enough diet or eating, sleeping well enough, that can cause a lot of just nutrition deficiencies, which causes similar symptoms that Demodex mites cause as well. So yeah, it is a all-round kind of treatment. You can't just use a product. Even with our products, you still need routines, actual daily habits that are contributing and part of the treatment that we provide. Which is why it's not just a product that we're selling like a $10 shampoo kind of thing. Ours includes the proper consultations, the proper induction, everything step by step, the whole way through for 3 months more or more, depending on, of course, how long your treatment is. But yeah, it is more important than the product itself, I would say. But you can't just get the consultations. Maybe we could just have pay for consultation kind of things, but we don't want to be charging on consultations. So which is why I think it's good enough that it's kind of like based around a product, and then we kind of help use that product. So I think it's a bit more transparent, and you get your money's worth in that way, essentially. And if you're unhappy, we're happy to make sure that we follow up and help out in fixing anything that you might have been doing wrong, or helping out in any way we can, essentially. Cool. Where was I going? So I went through Demodex mites, what they do, symptoms. I was going to go through a lot of symptoms, but I'm sure everybody kind of knows symptoms. They're just general skin symptoms that a lot of people have. Oh, another wave for Instagram. Yeah, so it's probably flipped for everyone. It is for me. Um, but things like acne, rosacea, itching, aging skin, things like blepharitis and other eczema. People with sensitive skin, especially, Demodex mites can cause a lot of symptoms a lot easier. Just because Demodex mites are storing a lot of bacteria in their body throughout their life, and then when they die, they just release that bacteria. It's essentially like a time bomb that multiplies on your face if you don't do anything about it. So you don't want them to multiply, but you can, like, to kill them, it's like you have to detonate the bombs before they multiply, essentially. Um, so it's not great for your skin all the time, since Demodex mites are going to still have that bacteria when you kill them. It's not like you can take them off your skin one by one without, you know, killing them completely. So our products do prevent and kill the mites on the skin and on the scalp. And it's like a nightly routine. You have to keep killing them. And hopefully, like, a lot of the time people have bad reactions in the first few weeks just because so many mites are being killed at once that there's so much bacteria that's now released onto your face, and then your face has to deal with it, which is difficult. So, it's important to make sure that you do keep going with that, even if it does initially react, unless it is more of an allergy problem. If you are concerned about allergies, make sure to check what you are allergic to. Things like, if you are allergic to coconut oil, that might be something to avoid. But coconut oil, for those that aren't allergic to coconut, coconut oil is really good. It does have antibacterial effects as well. So that's essentially one of the main ingredients. We have a lot of main ingredients, but yeah, cool. I'm just gonna put down this flyer because I'm done with it. Actually, the other side has a little picture of a Demodex mite, zoomed up. Of course, they're not this big. If they were this big, we'd be having some kind of alien movie apocalypse, and people be screaming everywhere. So, yeah. They have 8 legs. They're kind of like a spider kind of thing with a huge long tail, which is also kind of scary to imagine. And they're tiny. They're usually like 0.2, 0.5, like not even a millimeter long. If they were a millimeter long, you'd be able to see them. But their body is also clear, so it's going to be even harder to see them. So yeah. Oh, I think it might have been even smaller. I think it might have been like 0.05. Yeah, I think it says here actually. No, it doesn't. The size doesn't really matter. They're really small. But other than Demodex mites, people do a lot of the time kind of misunderstand that they might be having other mites as well. There are other mites that can be on people. So, but our products, the mites, they're all kind of part of the same family. They're essentially brothers and sisters. So by using Ungex products, you can still get rid of other mites and parasites too. So don't worry if they're slightly different, and you can like see them if they're like black dots or something, and you're just like, oh, I have Demodex mites, but they're black. that's probably something else. A lot of the times it's something like scabies mites or something like um, face lice, face. Yes, it's like different kinds of mites, but I'm sure you understand that there's like thousands of types of mites. Um, um, or maybe not that many people, but there's still a lot of types of mites that can go on people. So if you do see them, like if you can see them on your skin, try searching them up by their maybe color, maybe their size, um, and you might be able to have a rough indicator of what they kind of are. Other than that, if you are having symptoms, and you would like to know if it's because of mites, even if it's just acne, even if it's just that you're getting red skin. If you think it's just an allergy, it might not be. So we actually have a mite test. It's kind of just a questionnaire kind of thing to figure out just a rough estimation of how high your Demodex mite population might be. Low, medium is okay. High, it's probably most likely the cause. We don't want to like let's say low and then it's like definitely there. So we kind of just in case give you a little bit one step above kind of indication. It's like in Australia. I'm getting way off topic. In Australia, we have fire safety levels, and they usually start at like medium, high, very high. I think it just goes. I think it starts at high. It's like high, very high, extreme, code red, and it's just like whoa, everything's so exaggerated. But it's just for safety. Ours isn't that exaggerated, so don't worry. It is still based off our previous clients and just the research we've made and gone through. And just from how Demodex mites feed off and live on your skin. So jump on our website, ungex.com. This is where I'm getting back to. And there's a mite quiz. If you go to one of the websites of your language, don't go to a different language if you don't know it. Unless you're just wanting to learn something different. Just go on the. I'm assuming that you're speaking English if you can listen to me in English. But if you go to the English site, there's just a tab that just says quiz. If you jump on that quiz, it's only like a 3 to 5 minute quiz. When we test run it, we do it in like a minute, not even, but yeah, you can take a little bit more time. And they're simple questions. It's just like 22 multiple choice questions of like, do you sleep more than this many hours a night, or are you stressed a lot of the time? And it's just like a yes, very high, medium, low, not at all kind of thing. So that shouldn't take too long. It'll give you a rough indication of the population density of mites you might have. We can follow up with a phone consultation. If you let us know your phone number, we'll try to contact you and just be like, oh, hi, this is Hiroto from Ungex, Australia. We saw your Demodex mite test. How are you doing? Do you want to chat about your symptoms? Like, if you're busy, just tell us you're busy. There's no pressure. It's just part of our routine to make sure everyone's followed up, and if you did want to talk to us, that you don't get missed. So some people are seriously wanting to talk to us, so we don't want to just ignore everyone. So we have to try to talk to everyone. So yeah, make sure to jump on our website and try out our mite test. If you haven't, if you have, and we still haven't contacted you, just let us know again by maybe doing it again, or by maybe just leaving a comment somewhere below. Yeah, we try to follow up with everyone, but sometimes we miss a couple just because there's so many people, you know. Maybe not all the time, but a lot of the time. We try to follow up with old customers as well. That's another thing. If you haven't been up to date with our new products or any offers and things, it is sad afterwards if if an old customer comes up to us being like, "Oh, is this offer still going?" Because they like missed it because we didn't send them an email or something, and they're like, "Oh, I missed it. Sad." It is kind of disappointing for us as well. So we do try our best to make sure everyone who are interested in buying more products to actually like know what's up. Um, yeah, I don't know why I'm just talking about this. Yeah, we also have a lot of information about Demodex mites on our website. So jump on ungex.com/au, or just go to ungex.com and just click on your language of preference, and there'll be a lot of information. We try to do some blogs once in a while. There's a lot of testimonials. They're essentially just screenshots of emails and things that we've accumulated over the past years, many years. But some are just like Facebook comments, some are like Google reviews. But yeah, they're all we don't just make them up. So that's why a lot of our products on our website don't actually have reviews yet, because a lot of the reviews are like kind of verbally made through like emails. That's why we have to like screenshot them and put them on our website, because otherwise people don't notice that we're actually getting reviews. But we are, don't worry. They're just harder to find in that way, I guess. So Google might not know, which I think was a topic of what we were going through before. But yeah. What else was I going to talk about? Since there's a slight lack of comments or questions, I'll have to just keep going on my own. Yeah. I'm sure people will understand where mites live, but it's kind of in the diagram behind me. Maybe not in Facebook. I'll just bring along again, as usual. It's a nice little diagram thing. Not a diagram. What's it called? Just a model of hair follicles. So this is the skin, hair growing out of it. Mites kind of crawl up to the entrance of the hair follicle, go down. They either live in the oil glands called sebaceous glands, or they just keep going down, or they kind of sit and chill kind of near the entrance, waiting for the sun to set so they don't get UV rays. And then they might be like, oh, okay, now time to go eat, go down back into a hair follicle, maybe not the same one, maybe the same one. I'm not sure if they remember where they live, but maybe they do. And yeah, that's essentially their life. They only come out once in a while, just because they don't like having to come out because it's dangerous for them. So it is difficult for the treatment, because the treatment essentially just covers like the top kind of area, maybe a little bit into the hair follicle, but like not like all the way down, because oils and like the natural oils that are protecting the hair follicles are preventing essentially the product to get in. So having too much oils is also bad, just because Demodex mites eat that oil, and a lot of dirt and stuff can get into the oil, and it lets bacteria kind of live a lot easier as well. So making sure that you get rid of unnecessary oils, making sure you don't provide Demodex mites their daily dose of food, and making sure that you have a nightly treatment to just kill off any mites that come to the surface. Just because they're not like fast, they're not very fast at all. So they're like going to be moving at like snail's pace. So you want to kill them on a nightly basis. So whenever they come out and they're just moving along, you just kill all of them, shoof. And then the next night, maybe a few more come out, shoof, you just kill them all again. And you know, it's a long process, but it gets there. It definitely does get there. And yeah, because skin symptoms are so common from just other things, just like bacteria spreading just from your hands, or especially like fingernails, because fingernails have a lot of bacteria or something. I'm sure a lot of people know that. But other than that, just people maybe not washing their face at all, or maybe just having allergies to certain things. I don't know. A lot of things can cause just even like skin diseases or other kinds of bacteria that might be just on your skin a lot more than other people, depending on maybe your body temperature, or maybe it's just food you eat, just how you were born. It does still differ. It is different between any individual, of course, which is why we can't always just say you've got a Demodex mite issue 100%, because there's always a lot of different things that are contributing. And that's why we want to talk to people and make sure we know and you know maybe what might be causing issues, and try to fix all of them at once, all one by one. Either's fine, but it's good to go through any kind of issue that you might be having, because you never know what's actually causing. Even though we would sensation, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us out of nowhere, just to keep up with my random chats. If you do have any interest in them, if you would like me to talk about something in particular, let me know. I'll try to read all the comments to make sure that I don't miss anything. Not just the typical comments that we put on our videos, but like the links and stuff. We also try to make sure that there's a reasonable number of comments for a little bit more spread on Facebook, because it's difficult to get people to watch these things sometimes. Yeah, awesome. Hopefully that was okay. I kind of just talked in random directions a little bit. If you are interested in the pre-order, jump on our website, take a look at the pre-order. If it's not really the right thing for you, or if you're not sure, contact us. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want, and maybe we can kind of sort something out for you. Since you only just missed the pre-orders, unless you're reading this like weeks later. But even then, we might be able to make something. It really depends on the mood of our boss sometimes, which is interesting. But that's how buying and selling used to work in the old days, and it's still kind of a thing. So times don't change that easily, but times also do change. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm probably just my exam yesterday. Awesome. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Facebook, Instagram, maybe not Instagram, I don't know, or YouTube. Make sure to like if you do like these kinds of random videos that I put up. Even if you don't, please like. But yeah, if you would like me to try to do a more professional kind of video, maybe I'll try to write up a script beforehand next time. But other than that, yeah, jump on our website and try out our Demodex mite test. What else? Just research about mites, Demodex mites in particular. There's a lot of articles, Demodex mite Facebook group or something somewhere. It doesn't have to be our ones. Make sure to, learn about Demodex mites in some way. Then, we don't have to go through the basics, But yeah, contact us via email or jump on our website, and there's a live chat on the bottom corner. Chat to us there. We can chat to you back, and we can just have a random conversation. It'll probably be about Demodex mites, but if you do feel like a random conversation, maybe I'll still be there as well. Yeah, awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna be finishing off now and finishing up for my daily chores, not chores, my daily work. So hit that like button, and if you can, please share our videos. Thanks, and hope you have a great weekend for those anywhere really. Even if you're still on a Thursday or a Friday morning, have a great weekend anyways. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening.